We cannot continue as a country and continent whereby we send our resources to be processed in other countries, which means we are importing jobs of our young people.
The female president of Namibia, Ntendo Nandi, is trying to walk in the footsteps of the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré.
Both of our countries are producers of uranium. Namibia in particular, we are third uranium producers in the world. And there's no reason why we cannot talk about nuclear energy. If other countries in the world are using it, why can't we use it?
But with her situation, it sounds very difficult to achieve those dreams because the 1% white population of Namibia almost owns 95% of the land, which the minerals that she's talking about is also a deposit in the same land. So how can this be possible?
We'll have to invade. It's coming. The way we see it, it's coming. It's just a fence separates them from owning or from using that grass. And the way they are looking at white people these days, the whites themselves are saying, the eyes are saying, time is up. Time is up.
Johan is a descendant of one of the roughly 30,000 Germans that stayed in Namibia after German colonization ended in 1915. This white population live in enclaves of relative luxury, fencing out the majority black population from land they claim is theirs.
Other continents have done it. Why Africa cannot do so?
The whole thing started when a parliamentarian talks positively about Ibrahim Traoré and his achievements by taking the resources from the white imperialists, France in particular, and chase them away using the mineral resources to benefit the people. Now, let me tell you, uranium is a natural mineral resources in a huge deposit in Burkina Faso, which the France government were giving them $1 billion annually. But since Ibrahim Traoré took over as the president and took in charge of their natural mineral resources, they are getting $85 billion annually. So, which means France was giving them almost not even 1% of their own natural resources. $1 billion out of $85 billion.
You see, Traoré has become a hero to Professor. I and him will drink coffee about Traoré. But he's doing two good things, that he becomes an international icon. A young guy, younger than many of us. Traoré has changed the price of uranium. France was buying uranium from Burkina Faso for $1 billion every year. He stopped the French to buy his uranium. Today, Burkina Faso is making $85 billion from the same resource. We are selling uranium here. We have no nuclear power. We are just talking, everything is nuclear. We are just selling. Whether the Chinese are paying us the best price or not, we don't know. We are also afraid. What if they walk out of this deal? But Traoré, a young man, a soldier, has changed his country. That's why Traoré is now building up factories, processing plants of agro-processing, because he has resources. We have these resources. When we say some of these things must not be said in the open, but let's drink coffee and talk about the future of our country, we don't listen to one another. So, Foreign Minister, may your door be open for further engagement, deeper engagement in the national interest of our country, so that we start running, because we are crawling. We must start running. And this country has an opportunity to penetrate Africa, to penetrate the world, but we must run in and we must talk to one another so that we get the country going. Thank you.
Many African leaders are in support of what Ibrahim Traoré is doing, the leadership in Burkina Faso, the enlightening of the African youth about how we can take our own destinies into our own hands, about how we can improve our own selves by engaging in our natural mineral resources, being it production, being it extracting, everything concerning our resources. The female leader, the female president of Namibia is showing a lot of positive leadership to the world, that a woman can actually be wiser than men, because back in the days, there were many men who were the president, the head of state of Namibia, but nothing was going on. But this lady is a fully Pan-African woman who is trying all her best to make sure that the African child is positively enhanced when it comes to livelihood. That is what we expect in our African communities, to empower Black people, to empower the locals. We cannot stay in our own house for a foreign person, for an intruder to come among us and take our possessions. That is unfortunately what is happening in some African countries. But Ibrahim Traoré is the new hope for Africa. Either the enemies like it or not, we have seen the light and we are following the light to our destination. Not a bad one, but a prosperous destination. Africa will develop, either they like it or not. If Ibrahim Traoré can do it, then the rest of Africa can also do it. We can manufacture in Africa. Revolution has just begun in Namibia, and I hope it will continue until the Black child, until the African child is economically free. Because this is our land and anything that is in it belongs to us. We will not sit down for a white man to come from America to take it away. We will not sit down for a Chinese man to come from China and take it away. America cannot convince us to kill our good leaders this time. No way. I know they are trying all their best to convince us that Ibrahim Traoré is a dictator. But thank God some African leaders has also seen that this is not about dictatorship. This is about good leadership. This is about serving the people. This is about providing the needs of the people. This got nothing to do with how a person became a president. Either it's by election or it's by coup d'etat. What we expect from an African leader is good governance, not for himself, not for his pocket, not for his own selfish and greedy interest, but for the people's interest. And that is exactly what Ibrahim Traoré is doing for the people of Burkina Faso. When France was in charge of Burkina Faso for so many years, for decades, nothing was happening. No better roads, no hospitals, no schools, no infrastructure, no jobs, no factories. But a young man like Ibrahim Traoré took over just recently. And look at the progress. Look at the better roads that he's constructing. Look at the factories. Look at the job creation. They are even manufacturing cars now in Burkina Faso. And they are getting a lot of income from their own natural resources. This is a clear evidence that the white man always takes us Black people as fools. The then presidents of the state of Burkina, what were they doing? They were collecting little money for their pockets and allowing the white imperialists to take the huge part of the money away to go and give their people a better future. So if we continue to entertain these greedy, wicked leaders in Africa, for them to give our property, our future to white imperialists, to go and make their countries great and call us poor people, poor Africans at the end of the day, then how are we thinking? Are we thinking straight or we are thinking somehow? We must think positive. We must make sure that nothing goes away from us. If it belongs to us, we must protect it. What is ours, and no one can accuse us of protecting what is ours. If they call us terrorists, if they call us criminals, if they call us any names, name it, murderers, whatever they call us, by protecting what belongs to us is their own cup of tea. We don't care. Our aim, our obligation is to protect what belongs to us in Africa. And nothing must stop us. I know we have intruders, we have perpetrators, we have betrayers among us. But this time, I have a great hope that Africa will stand firmly and protect what belongs to Africans. Africa for Africans. A word to the wise, I always say it is enough. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you for always coming back to watch my videos. My name is Don Cyrus. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. Subscribe to the channel to help us grow. My name is Don Cyrus. I will see you in the next video. I appreciate you. Stay awesome.